Hello Pisces, Happy New Year, Happy January. Here is your forecast. It's a busy month this month. There's a lot of fire and air energy in the heavens. We've got this grand trine going on since Saturn went into Sagittarius the end of last month. So we've got a lot of fire energy happening, and we've also got a lot of air energy. So there's going to be a lot of excitement. You're probably going to be very busy, and you may feel as though you're running from one thing to another to another. Luckily, you're a water sign, so you can, when you want to, relax, take time out, be near water, near animals. It's going to be important to do that, to integrate all of the excitement that I'm seeing for you, my lovely Pisces. So, as you can see, particularly for the beginning of the month, there's a lot of activity happening up in this 11th house. And the 11th house, Pisces, is dreams and wishes. What is it that you want for yourself for this coming year? Because, yes, we've got the new year, but we've also got your birthdays coming up as well. So this is really you focusing on what is it I'm dreaming of? What are my goals? What are my New Year's resolutions? This is what's being triggered here. It's also being triggered as your social circle. Maybe time to renew your social circle. Maybe time to venture out to different social circles. Really, to not be too shy. Many of you Pisceans are a little shy, but maybe venture out to new circles where you can meet up with like-minded people who really inspire you. This would be a very good time at the beginning of the month to work collaboratively with other people and to work in teams. This would be a very good time for it. Mercury goes retrograde, I must tell you, on the 22nd of the month until February the 11th. So I'm going to suggest that you use the first 3 weeks of the month to back up your hard drive, to make any important travel plans, and to get any important documentation or paperwork signed and sealed before Mercury goes retrograde, if you possibly can. So, on the 4th of the month, we've got Venus joining Mars in your 12th house, and on the 5th of the month, Mercury also goes into this 12th house. Well, the 12th house is your house, so you're quite comfortable with this. Most other signs would not be so comfortable with this, but for you, having these planets here, this is great, because this means that it's a great time. You're going to get some very intuitive dreams. For those of you who channel information, it's going to be great for that. It's going to be very good for writing, journaling, getting anything out of you. Anything that you've been holding in can come out now, especially with Mars in this 12th house. This is a wonderful time for any kind of spiritual or metaphysical studies, astrology being one of them, one of many, but developing that psychic, intuitive side of yours. This could be really, really important and very valuable to you. On the 5th of January, we've got a lovely full moon here happening in Cancer in your 5th house. This is shining up, lighting up your house of romance, Pisces. For those of you looking for romance, this could shine a light on where you should be looking, where to go next, what are your next steps. For those of you in business for yourself, this is shining a light on where to go next, maybe to expand into something different, or maybe to start a new business. This would be great during this full moon in your 5th house. It's great for those of you because, of course, Pisces is very, very creative sign. Great time to develop your creativity. Maybe you need to get a website. Maybe you need to get a YouTube channel. I don't know, but this is a great time for promoting anything in the entertainment industry or anything in fashion or creativity. This is you, Pisces, so really make the most of this lovely full moon, which could also bring you a romance. On the 13th of January, great news, Mars, planet of energy, comes into your sign and into your 1st house. So this should give you a boost of energy, Pisces, a boost of doing things, getting going, not procrastinating. You should feel as though, yes, I could start a new exercise program. It's really going to give you that boost. Now, Neptune in your sign as well, overlaying the Mars, means that you must tune in to when you should be resting. There's a tendency as a mutable sign, you go from this thing to another thing to another thing, and you don't take time to stop. Neptune will give you the intuitive messages, but Mars will tell you to keep going. So make sure you listen carefully and you don't override those intuitive messages, because you could just end up depleted of energy. And I want you to make the most of this lovely Mars energy in your sign. Now on the 20th of January, we've got the Sun coming into your 12th house. And also on the 20th, we've got a lovely new moon also happening in your 12th house. So as you can see, we've had a lot going on in this house of dreams and wishes and working with people and friendships, the early part of the month. And now we're coming into a more meditative, quieter part of the month. It's a time for tying up loose ends. Really good for just completing things, getting things out of the way, so that when your birthday comes, you are really ready to rock and roll. That's what's exciting about it. So really, this is a good time, especially when Mercury goes retrograde on the 22nd until February the 11th. Great time for reassessing your life, for taking some relaxation time, but reviewing, reassessing what was the year like, what do you feel as though you did well from last birthday coming up to this birthday, where do you feel you could improve? These are all questions that you might be asking yourself. And it's a wonderful time for writing. Brilliant time. Anything to do with writing is very good for you during this retrograde. And also a good time for going deeper into your subconscious, any patterns, looking into past lives. This could be very, very valuable for you, Pisces. And on the 28th of January, yippee! Venus comes to join Mars in your sign, and this is brilliant for you because this really makes you popular, makes people like you, it brings passion into your life. Venus and Mars are lining up on and off between January and November, and that's very unusual. Most years they line up for a few weeks, but not for most of the year. So there's going to be a lot of sexuality, a lot of passion, a lot of excitement coming up. So make sure you're not getting too overwhelmed with things, because with Mercury retrograde you shouldn't be acting too quickly. But this Venus in your sign at the end of the month really bodes some good news and something nice happening for you, and maybe meeting somebody who really you have that nice heartwarming connection with. So my lovely Pisces, please check out my website if you'd like to have a reading about what 2015 holds for you and how you can make best use of these aspects. Please get in touch, and otherwise thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing. Bye for now.